Ready?
First of all, I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in to Tales from the Jails. And listen, we need everybody to do something for us. If you really like what you see on Tales from the Jails, you're really interested in what you see on Tales from the Jails, we need you to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member. Subscribe as well, but also become a member. That way you can get updated on all the new content as we continue to bring you these amazing episodes. So we want everyone to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member.
As y'all heard it, go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member. We got an array of content that's coming out that you will be thoroughly entertained by. As you can see by the content that's previously been released, you're entertained by. It's only gonna get better. I'm telling you, there's only up to go. And we wanna thank y'all for rocking with us, man, and listening to the awareness that we're bringing about prison life. So go to where again, bro?
Go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member.
YouTube at Tales from the Jails, and please become a member.
Clothing, cars, whatever you're selling, you have a great idea. You want to put it on our platform. Contact TBISC. Call us now, 267-982-0342. TBISC, the best in sports entertainment.
What's up, everybody out there? This is Tales from the Jails. We're here live in Partners, USA TNS Media Group with the team and the family. You know how we do, me and Mr. Brahim Jackson. I want to say thank you to everybody who's been a part of the movement, a part of the journey with us as we continue to move forward in our quest to be, a podcast that, gives out real information to spread the awareness of prison. I know sometimes we laugh and joke about it, but prison is a serious, serious matter. It's a really, really oppressive situation, and people have to understand that, prison is a place that you'll go if you're out here breaking law, and that, you don't want to have a self-inflicted wound on yourself. And sometimes people can, place the blame on others or say what they want to say, but ultimately, if you go to prison, 9 times out of 10 is your fault because you had choice.
It's up to the choice that you took.
Yeah, talking to the mic, but it's up to you and what you do and what you say. And it's up to you and how the move that you make is going to ultimately be what leads you to either be free or incarcerated, one or the other. So we're here to spread the awareness that it ain't worth it. So we got the first topic, we want to talk about today more so is, KSOO's father was sentenced to time served after agreeing to testify against his son, ultimately getting his son, I believe son gonna get a life sentence, or if he didn't get a life sentence, just
him with a couple other people.
Yeah, so he told on his son and his I believe it's his nephew or a few other people he told on.
Gave substantial evidence in the furtherance of a conviction of KSOO case.
Now, I want to say, I don't condone what happened as far as KSOO and them killing anyone. I don't condone that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with killing anyone unless someone is trying to harm you in a certain manner. But the way that they moved about that, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with taking a life unlawfully. I don't want to sit up here and say I do. Now, what I don't agree with is the issue that I have here. The issue that I have here with KSOO's father is, he's old enough to think. You knew that when you made the decision to go pick them guys up and get involved, get rid of the clothes that they had on and show them what to do. Ultimately now you're involved. You're involved in the level where as though it shouldn't be no turning back. You should understand that you are now a part of the situation and you involved yourself. You know what I'm saying? You involved yourself. So now you gonna go and tell when y'all get caught. You supposed to accept what you did. You involved yourself in a manner where as though you was an accomplice or you assisted them in breaking law. Now, if your son would have called you and you said, he told you what was going on, and you said, you thought, man, I'm not coming over there, then you wouldn't be involved. But when you made the decision to go and be a part of that, you got to roll with the punches, man. Ultimately, telling on your son and getting your son incarcerated, for life in prison, that's, for me, I couldn't do it, especially if I involved myself. I just would be quiet about it. I wouldn't go on and tell on my son. I would just say, you know what? I knew better. I involved myself ultimately, and this is what I'm going to get. Because you weren't going to get life in prison. You may got a lot of time, but you wasn't going to get life in prison. But ultimately, you told on your son. Now your son is, never coming home ever. So that's what I feel about. How you
My
feel
thing
about
is, it get deeper for me because not only did you tell on your son, which was just self sabotaging for him, but it was because of you. Like you said, you don't agree with murder and stuff like that unless you know you're protecting yourself like that. Them people got shot. He got shot. His son got shot. So he was in retaliation mode. Okay. Then you wait all the way up until y'all retaliate and get caught to telling your son. I don't see why you ain't telling on the boy that shot you the first time. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it don't make no sense to me, like just you pick and choose when you want to tell, or is it because y'all got caught?
Yeah, I mean,
he could have got that. Yeah, but still, he didn't have to go through all this. If he was going, be a rat, you could have been a rat on a dude when he shot you the first time, and been done with it.
Yeah.
That's how much you wanted retaliation, and when shit ain't go right upon the retaliation, you told on your son.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a vicious type of I can't wrap my mind. I can't, and I try to I try to make excuses for people sometimes, man. But this one right here, there is absolutely no excuse that I can pull out my hat. Not only is it like you got your son involved in this, like regardless if he was involved or not, but you're right here following through on plans, driving these dudes to where they got to go to, and then you turn around,
burning clothes, dumping clothes.
Yeah, like you all in.
Yeah.
And then for them to give him time served, you was a part of him. Like, this is how crazy it is, y'all. Like, you can be out here committing a murder with a person, man. A person could be pitting you up to it. Like, yeah, we got to do this, we got to do that. We going to crush him. I'm going to drive y'all there, and then I'm going to get y'all away. All I got to do is tell him I won't do a daytime, except the time that I was sitting for trial. The man sat for 1,800-something days. I heard him talking about it since. She said, you got 1,800 such and such days. I'm going to give you time served. That's a little, 4 years and some change? You know what I'm saying?
1,800 days in there?
Yeah, she said as of now he has served 1,800-something days. I'm going to give you time served for them days you served. You know what I'm saying? So it's bad, man. It's real bad. It's real bad. Like the world we live in, man, you don't have a fair shot, man. Like, you never know who gonna tell. If you out there breaking law, like I want y'all to have this in your mind. Be aware of this. Like, if you gonna do something, it's the best bet is to do it by yourself, man. I'm not promoting to go out here and break no law, but if you are, man, you ain't got a fighting chance if you're doing it with somebody else, because you only know you. I don't care if you've known this man for 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Mom, dad, did you see this man? Dad told on him. His dad, he known him since the womb.
And you think his dad probably thought about, man, I'm too old.
Yeah.
Why is it that, sometimes, we talk about a situation that happened that was close to us. Ultimately, we think about the person or who the person's is. We think about the age and what may go through their mind when at that certain age. Like, you might be in your 50s and then you catch a crazy case and you're looking at 10, 15, maybe 20 years. Ultimately, what's going through the person's mind is probably, like, man, how can I get out of this situation? It's telling normally, from what you heard from people in prison, is that normally like the first go-to, like, man, I might have to tell to get out of this situation. That's normally what they thinking about?
That's the only go-to. If you want to leave early, you have no other option. Your only option of getting out of jail early for something that they got you smack dab with is to cooperate against somebody else. Not on yourself, because you could cooperate on yourself and get out early, but you're still going to do some time. You cooperate on somebody else and help them bring them there. Oh, as you see, KSOO Fowler walked out that door, ain't never seen a state or federal jail.
Now he goes back out into the world.
Yeah, he probably going
family, because you told on your son. So now you got your siblings, your aunts, your uncles, whoever's alive.
I don't even know if KSOO got kids, so it's like you the grandpa.
And you get somebody.
You sent their dad away for life, and you my grandpa.
And it's gonna be hard. It will be.
This is a cycle that's gonna keep being just turmoil forever. Like that right there was crazy.
That family is probably destroyed.
It's destroyed. It's destroyed both ways, because if he didn't tell, it was destroyed. As you see, the father still got life. But then KSOO Pop would have got life because he didn't tell. Both ways is destroyed.
But I don't know if he was there for the shooting. I double check. I think he just
he was there. He would have got a lot of time.
Yeah, I'm saying he
regardless of what they did, we picked him up. He was a part of it.
Yeah,
his ass would have got some time if he ain't do no telling. His ass would have went in there 10 years or better if he didn't get life. He was accomplice to a murder and knowingly accomplice.
But he still got, man, he would probably got like a dub.
But that's his age, that's life.
Yeah.
That's life for him. That man over his 50s.
But it could have been your son them probably could have beat it. But then they had
No, they all was going down. If he didn't tell, all of them was going down. He just spared, he saved himself. Let me go ahead and get on their side real fast and make this joint look real sweet where it could be an easy conviction. That's what's going on in Wusso's, KSOO's father's head.
At an alarming rate, he was just all that was on in his mind. Now you get to this point, right? You know, you sitting up on the stand. I mean, I just would love to talk to this guy, man, and see what was going through his mind.
I don't want to talk to him. Shit, you see what's going through his mind.
No, but what I'm saying, I'm sitting up here on this stand, and my son right there, and I'm like this, talking to my son. I have a son. You have a son.
Yes.
And you going to send your son to life? I'm going to send your son to jail for life?
It's called self-preservation. I don't agree with it, but that's what it's called.
Like, I can't sit there no matter what.
That man, like you said, I got health problems, my grandbabies. And I'm not saying these is excuses. These are his excuses. And yeah, that's what, he said, I can't do this. He should have known that before he loaded up the car and went and picked them niggas up.
And got rid of the gun and burnt the clothes.
Yeah, that's when he should, yeah.
Man, I just feel like, you know, at this time, in regards to the situation and him getting, you know, time served, I think he's gonna never forgive himself behind this.
He forgave himself already. You think he feel guilty?
Yeah.
No, he don't.
Cause the thing about
that man don't feel guilty at all. He'd have never did it.
You know why I'm saying it? Because, you know, the feds or whoever, the police are not going to put him in a position where he's protected. You basically are, you know, I don't know what's his financial situation. He may not be broke, but he may have to go back to the same hood where he was living at. He may have to go back to the same home, the same place where he was living, you know, where everybody around knows what he did.
He's not doing that. He's not going, because it's too much. It's too much, man, for him to overcome it. It's nothing he could tell nobody, no excuses he could say. He's migrating. He's leaving his wherever he was at before he went to jail. He won't be staying there no more. He getting out of there. It's just too much of a big case. Everybody know, he's not going home comfort like no, hell no. You imagine him? You know, could you only imagine what KSOO was telling the rest of the family? Man, that man is a black sheep right now, the father.
Yeah.
And then I could see if they got him caught up in something he told on them, which would still be wrong street ethic-wise. But you was a part of all you said, burning clothes, driving the car, the getaway man, and then turn around and told?
Yeah.
The family ain't no, what family do you know that would give him a pass on a situation like that?
I can't name one. Probably his mom probably gonna be like, 'cause your mom.
She not going. No.
I would think his mom gonna ride
over her grandbaby.
Yeah.
Nah.
He shouldn't have been out there doing all that killing. He knew. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, mom's gonna ride with their son, regardless.
Yeah, but if she know that her son was right there taking them on the route and burning clothes, ain't no common sense over the lady. I don't care how much he her son. You took your son to commit murder and got caught, and then you tell her, now I'm back in your place, or even have a voice for your side? Hell no. No. Like I said, now if they got him caught up and made it like he was there, then she could have a legitimate gripe. But as of now, nah. She'll look like a goddamn fool.
So yeah, best bet is for him to move to a whole nother city, possibly another country if he's able to. But his life is probably never gonna be the same as far as the relationships with his family members, and you know, so forth and so on. And or if his son had kids, that relationship is totally done. Now, let's talk about some men getting arrested, right, at these older ages, catching these cases like, you know, gun cases, you know, drug cases.
And what's the older age? What's the older age that you talking about?
I say 40 and up.
40, 42, 43, yeah.
40 and up. And you get in these cases, you know, where's the you know, like, I got caught with a gun, you know, I'm a career criminal, there I got caught with a brick of coke, I got caught with some pounds of weed, I got caught with some whatever, dope, pills, whatever you selling, you get caught with this stuff at an age of 40 and up. Now, you're looking at this case that you may have court, right?
Yeah.
And you sitting in that cell. A lot of times, sitting in the cell, they know what's going on, you know, or you sitting in your house, you know, wherever you at when they come get you or whatever it is. You sitting there stressed out, thinking about this, is ultimately the thing that's going through their mind is like, man, I might have to tell on this.
Yes. Just because, listen, and I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. Out here, and I'm the one that lead this bus. I ain't never told on anybody.
You sure about that?
I'm positive about that. My paperwork always thin. You could punch me up, Brahim Jackson. That's why I lead off the show with Brahim Jackson. We ain't gotta use y'all know my nicknames just by us.
No alias is nothing. But they nothing Mike Fonson. None of that.
None of that. Not on me. Not on me.
Okay.
But there comes a time in a man's life when he's tired. When he's tired of going in and out that system. Like right now, I'm tired. I'm not gonna do nothing to go to jail to put myself in a situation where I contemplate and I might want to bring somebody in just to get time off of me. Just think about it. You've been in jail all your life, in and out of jail, stretch here, probably a little bit there, stretch there. Now you 40, 43, 44, and get caught with some shit that could give you 10, 15 years. That's a life. Getting 15 years at 43, 44, that's life.
Yeah.
That's life. And y'all got to agree with me. Y'all might not, but you know, if you get 15 years at 43 years old, what y'all call that? But yeah, now it's plenty thoughts running rampant through his head. And the first one is self-preservation, man. How can I get out of this situation? When I'm gonna take a deal? All right, that deal, they want 10. Dang, that's still crazy. What I do? It's only two. It's not too many options you got.
Mm-hmm.
Deal
Tell.
or squill.
Yeah.
Deal or squill. That's it. And when you 43, 44, and they telling you you looking at 20 years, you supposed to stand on your business as a man.
So after that, so the actual talk of or the thought of telling comes in majority of the times when a nigga think about somebody being with his girl.
Not only that,
No, I'm saying that's the truth, man. A lot of times they click in, somebody think about you, man. They think about my girl. And it don't really be about your kids. It's probably your girl before your kids.
Yeah, it's definitely your girl before your kids. Yeah, the motherfucker be thinking about that girl all day long. He ain't talked to the kid. The kid's been in there all the week long. He called straight to talk to her. I done been around. I was a victim of that, but I ain't had no kids at the time. So, but I seen it days on end. But like one of my co-defendants at the time, we was ready to go to trial. This back 2001, 2002, early. We kids. His girl wrote him a letter, and this is how it goes down all over the system for the dudes that got girls. And she wrote him a letter like, yeah, man, fuck them dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you was giving them, like, what about us and this and that, man? I mean, get home to your family. And the nigga used that like, yeah, you right, babe. And go tell. But my co-defendant got a letter like that. And it took him to be a man to bring that to us. Like, it was like 3 other co-defendants on the block. He poured us in the yard. Yo, man, look what she wrote, man. I'm reading the letter. Yeah, fuck them, man, this and that. And when dudes get them letters, they don't go show their homies. Because they contemplating doing this. See, when somebody come bring that to you and show it to you, not to say that he still won't tell, but it's less likely that he not gonna tell because he's like, yo, look at this shit right here, man.
And now he know that she about to buck.
Exactly.
Because if you don't roll with her, she rolling.
She rolling. If you don't roll with her, she gonna roll on you. And that's just it, bro. That's just it. It ain't no. Like, see, this ain't no trigonometry, whatever the equations is. This ain't none of that. This is add and subtract. It's just that simple. White and black, no gray. It ain't like something that you gotta think through. Either you in or you out. That's it. And when I say out, meaning you gonna stand on your own business and all that. I mean, when I say out, meaning you gonna do some fuck shit to get home. And the older you are, be the more likely that you'll do that, man, before you were young. Because when you're young, you 19, 20 years old, got a dub. All right, don't nobody want to do it, but you still got your life left when you done that.
Have you ever heard about a guy telling before he even spoke to, you know, the DA or the government about what they had on him? He already, listen, man, I'm telling him, I'm cooperating. Because sometimes they wait to hear what they got. Like, for example, you get caught with something crazy, and they say, like, we got this, got this. The guidelines is, you know, 360 months for this. For all together, the guidelines is for this. If you decide to fight this, the guidelines is we can give you between 200 and 360 months.
Yeah.
And a person might think about it, then I gotta tell. I mean, hold they start doing the math for 360 months, something like that. They understand that means I'm 40. I'm getting out when I'm 30. I'm sorry, I'm 70. I'm sorry. That's 30 years. You getting out when you're like 70 years old. So a person is going to think real long and hard about that.
Yeah, like I said, the person's going to be in there contemplating about what's his next step to help improve his life from the current situation that he done messed up in. That's just it, bro. It ain't no gimmick, no outthinking it, man. The older you are and get in trouble, man, the weaker you are mentally. Nobody want to be in there no 40, 50 years old. Jail is a young man's game. You got a bunch of older men in there because they done got old in there. You don't got too many dudes coming in 40,
there old.
50. Yeah, man.
We're old now.
45, you got a dub.
You get a dime right now. How you feel about that right now?
I die. I die, go right in there 10 years, boom. They ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm going to shut, my heart going to explode, all that shit. That shit is over with.
What a time?
They give me a dime time would send me down, yeah.
That's going to park your whip right on
Yes,
up.
it is. I'm talking about, and that's not coming back out the back no more. A dime?
Everything you got going on right now?
Oh, my goodness
All
gracious.
the possibilities of what's going on?
Oh, my goodness,
and they
man.
say, like, we don't give you this little dime right here. This little, what is it? What's a dime?
Well, a dime is 120 months.
120 months.
60 months is 5. They talking about take this $1.20, man. No, a dollar who? Man, listen, man. Sure.
So you'll be crying, and then now you back up in the feds again or wherever you at, and you sit here thinking about it like, damn, I gotta walk this 10 off. Everything is happening now. Your daughter's getting older, your son's getting older, your wife that moved on.
Yep. It's over. All that's over with.
Your money is going. You have no money. You're not gonna have a house party to come home to. You're coming back to the streets after 10 years at 53 years old, meaning you can't really work nowhere.
No. And even if you do get a job.
Yeah, where you gonna work? You trying to work somewhere.
Well, you ain't gonna get a pension because you got to work but so many years to get it. All that shit is over with.
It's just too many obstacles. There's too many factors that leads me to want to think about like it ain't worth it. I'm gonna take me I would take me a job, man, and the streets. We all play games in the streets, play with the fire. We all have. But when you get a certain age, it becomes a time where things get more serious.
Mm-hmm.
Once it ain't just about you no more. You got kids, you got a wife, you got responsibilities, you got all these things that's going on, right? And then, you catch a case where you get a bunch of prison time, or whatever may have you, or you just in the streets or whatever. You're thinking about it every day, like, damn, I'm tired of this stuff. At some point, you got to get tired.
You're going to get tired. Like I said, I just said that. At some point in time of you going in and out of prison, back and forth to prison, little skid bit here, long bit over there, you're a human being. You're going to get tired of being under the discipline of other people. You'll just get tired of it.
You got to go share a closet with somebody for 10 years at 40-something years old.
Come on, man. Like that right there, just the thought of it cringes me.
Sharing a closet.
Just the thought of it. That's worse than death, bro. That's worse than death, man.
That whole 10-year bid, you're going to be irritable every day.
Yeah,
probably.
every day. Especially for the ones that did time, numerous bids. See, it's one thing if you get, and it's really the same thing because if you're 45 and you've never been arrested, then finally get it, then that's still going to irk you. Like, it ain't like you still going to be irked out of your goddamn mind, man. Nobody want to be in there doing that at any age, let alone 45. A dime at 45 feet, just think about it.
Yeah, it's a prison call. Hold on.
I just, 7 something.
Yeah, take that prison call.
Yeah, that was it just called me. I think
Hello?
that's mine.
Incarcerated individual at FCI Camp Hill.
It's all.
This call is not private.
Oh, that was Arthur.
Recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Yo, salam alaikum. No, we sit here live on Tales from the Jails. Everybody can hear you talking. What's going on? You good?
Yeah, man. I'm straight, man. Trying to get up out of Camp Hill, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to be classified, man. Everybody around me getting classified except me.
They didn't classify you yet?
No. Still in the way, man. I see everybody, man. But, I'm like, man, I see dudes coming in here with double life, 40 to 80. I'm real short, man, so that's probably why they're taking so long.
Dang. You see people come there. You said with double life, 40 to 80s. People out here hearing you saying that right now.
Yeah, niggas, this shit real, man. This thing is real. Like, you see people, man, these young boys think it's a game. They getting life. They still running around playing and dancing. I'm like, man, young boys don't know, man. This stuff is real. That's nowhere for all of us, man.
Dang.
Nobody want to be in here, man. This is my second trip up here, man. I ain't making the third year.
Yeah, and this your what's called too. This your you're waiting to get, like you said, get classified so you can get back. You get sit down to your prison. So you just sitting there waiting to get moved, but they only give you one call a week, right?
Yeah, one call a day.
One call a day.
Yeah, one call a day right now. Yeah, and they heard it's all knocked off, man. You heard they got it like you get 3 phone calls a day. You gotta chase them up. You gotta sign up. This stuff totally changed. It ain't like it was before. So, yeah, man, they making it rough, man. So all the guys out there, man, people, females and everybody, man, this joint ain't where it's at.
Yeah.
Prison stuff, not cool, man.
We just was talking about it, like about people catching cases at 40 years old, and we were speaking about how when you catch these cases, you realize that it really ain't worth it. No matter how much money you was making, whatever you had going on, sometimes we get caught in the moment of hustling and doing whatever we doing. But when you catch these cases, you really realize that it ain't worth it.
Yeah, like I just actually was venting to my cellie earlier, man, especially on cases and situations like me. I mean, I totally could have avoided the situation, everything, the law gives you a chance to make decisions, man. Everything is about a decision. You can make a decision out of, pride or out of just stupidity, man, but the decisions that you make, man, that's the only thing you have power over. So everybody need to make wise decisions, man, especially at late ages like this, man. I ain't no spring chicken, man. So when you get a certain age, man, it's time to be in, doing something positive. I see a lot of older guys. These are older guys. There's a lot of older guys who like up here, like they kind of cheering the young guys on that's out there doing that to each other. It's like they're making them think it's cool. A lot of young guys, they don't really be wanting to hear what I'm talking about because
This is a call from
Pennsylvania State Correctional Institution, Camp Hill.
This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
because I'm actually telling them that, it's more to life and that stuff that they going through ain't worth it. And, y'all saying y'all Muslim, but then y'all turn around and punching each other and doing stuff to each other, throwing piss and shit on each other. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, there's a lot of older guys that really can tell the young boys the same thing, but the young boys, like, they would rather hear what the dude that's
cheering them on to do the nonsense.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I try to talk to them, man, but they be like, yeah, they be like, all right, wait, the next thing they turn around and do the same thing. So it's like, and I try to tell my celly, like, I can't look at these dudes, 18, 19, 22, 23, 4 years old because I can't look at them as my peers. I got to look at them as, what I see them as kids. We got children and nephew their age, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm not disrespecting them as a man, but y'all mind frame ain't there because with me and you, we was 15, 16, 17, we was really taking care of business. Like, our pride was to make money and take care of our family, you know what I'm saying? We wanted to live good, we wanted to have the finer things in life, you know what I'm saying? And we took care of everybody around us. These dudes come up here, they in jail, they can't get $50 from their man. They crying, and then the only people take care of them is their moms or their baby moms, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's bad, man. So I just try to, I try to talk to them, man. I'm like, things so much change. Like, they don't respect the guys that's trying to get money. They respect the guys that's doing all the stupid stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the language I'm talking is nothing. We can't talk the same language. So it's like I can't really have conversation with you because my mind is somewhere, trying to get out and get.
This is a call from
Pennsylvania State Correctional Institution, Camp Hill.
This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
I'm trying to get out and get something going on, get back to doing the business, the legit thing. And these guys are talking about a button with a switch. I can't walk. I'll go right to them. Let me go back over to this pull-up bar, man. And do these pull-ups and dips and push-ups, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I ain't, but a lot of people say you ain't missing nothing, but you people understand when you're in this situation, you're missing a lot, man, because you're at the mercy of somebody else, man. They wake us up 5:30 every morning and get up out the bed just so they can count us like cattle. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like they count like it's like a count. You gotta stand. If you don't stand up and count, then you can't get on the phones. And I just want I just want my own bed. You know what I'm saying? Big king size bed, my bed. You know what I'm saying? And my own phone, and I can. I just want my life back, man. These people just like they worrying about the wrong stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. So for you, what's some of the things that the simple things you miss? I know you mentioned like having your own bed, but what's like the simplest thing you probably missing just being in there?
Just your bed, your own telephone at your hand, your own telephone at your hand. You can handle your own business. If you want to get up and you want to go to the gym and exercise, you have to ask permission and all that stuff for that kind of for them necessities like that. This place, man, ain't no crown really worth this situation. If somebody I'm not condoning nobody to do nothing, but if it's not about somebody harming your mother or your respected family or something like that, right off, like it's not like you saving somebody's life. This joint ain't worth it, man. For real. Like this joint is not where it's at. Ain't no cool. I try to tell the young boys, all the good young guys that's winning. They out there with y'all ladies right now. You know what I'm saying? These dudes got jobs. They mailmen. They little trash. They throwing trash. They doing everything. They up at State College up here, and
They doing Uber. They doing Lyft. They doing Grubhub. They doing it all, man. There's so many ways to hustle out here, but people just don't really think about it.
And I hate to sound like a hypocrite because they be like, well, what you do? And then I tell them a person what I did. It was so idiotic what I did. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, damn, but if I could take, if I could take, as I, the things I've been through, I know better. You know what I'm saying? But I just try to tell them something about it. They're like, I'm not going to sit there and tell y'all that it's all right that y'all doing what y'all doing and keep y'all doing stuff to each other. But they say, well, what you do is, dude, you did this, you did something similar to what we doing. I said, no, it's not that. I'm not going to sit here and make y'all think it's okay. So they don't be wanting to hear it, but But I'm telling you, man, that's all I be telling myself every night, man. I'm like, I just wish I can't wait to get in my bed. You know what I'm saying? I do the same thing. I turn on a show, like an old show like Martin or Breaking Bad, and I'm knocked out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. You can't hug your family, you know what I'm saying? You got your family missing you, putting a burden on your family, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to actually telling people to send you money. Because a lot of people now, 98% of the people in here is not spending their own money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They spending some their family members.
You getting yourself in trouble like me now. The situation that I got in trying to make ends meet, it can follow me up here and make my time longer. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I should have just fell back. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting in trouble in jail. And that's not. So.
You have 1 minute left.
Yeah. I love you, bro, man. I'm gonna hit you up and call you. What's up with Youngin, you alright?
Yeah, you right here, Gary.
All right, tell that little young Gotti I said what's up, man.
You tell him I said my love.
Yeah, he said what's up. He said his love. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But y'all good though?
Yeah, everything cool, man. We just sitting here cooling, man. Doing our lives, speaking to our family out there, people that be supporting us, man, and just spreading the awareness about prison, man. It's a good thing you call because these calls sometimes bring the reality and the real to the actual live. People really understand, like what we saying is truth. Stay free because they can hear the stress in your voice about things that you love that have been taken away from you. Alhamdulillah it's temporary, but these things are serious.
Yeah, because some guys ain't coming home, man. But so everybody, man, take heed, man. Take heed. This is a real situation, man. I love you, man. So I like
I love you too. Inshallah. Walaikum salam. Yeah. So, these calls that we get like that, when people call in, like, that's my brother, that's my blood brother right there. We from the same mother, same father. It's my younger brother. And he's in a situation where as though, he don't have a lot of time. He'll be home soon, inshallah. But this is a person that I talk to all the time about, things about not being worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. He'll come to me and talk to me, and and I help him when I can, and he'll go off and be like, man, and I be trying to tell him it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. He come back to me again. I'll be like, and I'm like, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. The same cycle over and over again, and ultimately, this is where he's at. He's in prison. Am I knocking him for being in prison? No, I'm not. I'm going to support him and try to be there for him, but I'm also going to be real with him. Like, you see, I told you, like, I'm not going to do this every time I talk to him, but I've talked to him and said, yo, you see, I was telling you it ain't worth it. Now you're in prison. Everything's been stripped away from you. Now your responsibilities have become mine. And I'm not complaining about that too much because, that's what family is for, but it's an extra burden on me. Now you're putting a burden on me to have to do stuff, but he understand. Hopefully now they come home, same thing is going to be in place for him. Some things be in place for him to do some different things. But ultimately, like I tell him all the time, it's up to him. Me personally, I'm not chasing nobody that's in prison. I'm not. I'm going to support you the best way I can. But if you go to jail and you out here, and I told you, and I talked to you about not going to prison, you keep going to prison, I'm not going to be. I'm in my 40s too, so I can't be at every beck and call. I don't have 20s and 30,000s and 10s and to throw at lawyers. That stuff is over with. It's over. We old now. We getting grown. So I speak to him about that. So hopefully, this last bid for him would be something that sets his his mind straight. But it's my brother. I love him. I'm gonna do whatever I can for him. But I'm tired of making these lawyers rich and these families. I'm tired of paying these lawyers. I'm tired of sending money to jails. I'm just being real. I've been doing it since I was a kid. I don't know, maybe 16, 17 years old. I'm in my 40s now. I've been paying for lawyers, sending money to jail, sending money to significant others, taking care of kids, helping mom with, taking the burden of this, taking the burden of that. I'm tired, I'm tired. Y'all can hear it in my voice. I'm tired of it. So, it starts with, with me, it starts with everybody around. We got to break the cycle, but I'm tired. So, if somebody go to jail and I tell them no, am I wrong? No. If a lawyer need a dime, am I wrong? I'm not. But because you have to understand that you put yourself in these positions. So, but, I might say I'm not going to do something, but I might do it. But I be feeling like I want to say no. But these things is just real things, man, about just being free and, and being out here for your family, which is the most important thing. But, we all live and we learn. But if you out here, prison ain't worth it. So, I want to take a quick break for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. It's Tales from the Jails.
Hey, listen, I know you hear all this stuff about home care. Home care is dying, or home care is no longer what it was years ago, but it's coming back around. Don't forget, I'm telling you first, contact TNS Licensing and Consulting. Start your home care agencies today. Right now, for just $999, you can start the process to get your home care agency up and running. That's $999. Contact TNS Licensing and Consulting to get you your LLC, your EIN, everything going in home care. Because the MCOs are coming back around. You don't want to miss out. Next year is going to be a big year for home care. Call now, 267-534-5053. That's 267-534-5053. Don't wait. I know you see this commercial. Call now. TNS Licensing and Consulting. They will start the process to get your home care agency off the ground. That's 267-534-5053 for only $999. Get the process started today. TNS Licensing and Consulting. 267-534-5053. TNS Licensing and Consulting. Call now. Get your home care agency started for only $9.99 right now.
Clothing, cars, whatever you're selling, you have a great idea. You want to put it on our platform. Contact TBISC. Call us now, 267-982-0342. TBISC, the best in sports entertainment.
I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in to Tales from the Jails. Everyone knows that jail is a serious matter. Us here at Tales from the Jails, we are offering something special to anyone who's currently in prison, on their way to prison, and actually those who are returning from prison. We are offering consultation to anyone who's threatened with prison, in prison, and like I said, and who are coming home from prison. We have Zoom consultations to help you with your prison bid. For those who are going to prison, don't know about prison, don't know what to expect, don't know if it's going to be, all these horror stories you hear, all these things. We tell you what exactly to expect. We give you consultation on how to deal with these difficulties of prison. It could be through Zoom. It can be in person, where we talk to you in person. We do intense prison preparation. We also offer business management for those who are incarcerated. We also do post-prison consultations. So if you're ever looking for consultation, you want to know what's going on, you want to be prepared to go in, like you want to be prepared to come home, contact Tales from the Jail. That's talesfromthejail.com. Talesfromthejail.com. You see it right here. Talesfromthejail.com. Reach out to us today. First of all, I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in to Tales from the Jails. And listen, we need everybody to do something for us. If you really like what you see on Tales from the Jails, you're really interested in what you see on Tales from the Jails, we need you to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member. Subscribe as well, but also become a member. That way you can get updated on all the new content as we continue to bring you these amazing episodes. So we want everyone to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member.
As y'all heard him, go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member. We got an array of content that's coming out that you will be thoroughly entertained by. As you can see by the content that's previously been released, you're entertained by. It's only gonna get better. I'm telling you, there's only up to go. And we want to thank y'all for rocking with us, man, and listening to the awareness that we're bringing about prison life.
Welcome back to Tales from the Jails. Once again, we're here live in Palms, USA. TNS Media Group is a team and a family. Also, I want to say something to you. If you guys looking to start a home care agency or get into IDD, or open up a boarding home, reach out to TNS Licensing and Consulting. They do it for you for just $999. Their number is 267-534-5053, 267-534-5053. So there's been a question that was posed, right? Say for example, it's a person, right? They have a friend or have some friends. They have friends over here who live in as a law-abiding citizen, and then they have friends who they run in the street with, right? Breaking law with, getting money with, all the different things, right? They end up getting locked up, doing something involving the people that they in the streets with. And the person, the law-abiding citizen friend, who's a friend, doesn't have anything to do with the person being arrested over here. But the person gets arrested, and the street friends that he was dealing with breaking law with, getting money with. Once again, mind you, the person over here hasn't been getting any money, anything with them guys, nothing. The people over here, once this mutual friend gets arrested, the people that he's breaking law with call the law-abiding citizen person for money to assist with a lawyer, bail, so forth and so on. A friend of mine told me that the individuals who are calling the law-abiding citizen, to help bail out their partner in crime, he said that they weak. Those is weak men. Those is the type of people that you shouldn't even associate with. He told me you should delete the numbers out your phone. But this is how he moved, because he said like this is how my guys, we don't move like that. If we doing this, I understand what he's saying. So is it wrong for the law-abiding citizen person who doesn't have anything to do with this? Is it wrong for him to say no? Like, no, I don't got nothing to do with that. I ain't got no money to no lawyer, no money to no bail, so forth and so on. But if he decided to send a person, I agree that, like, I feel like he's not obligated to do anything, no matter how long he knew the friends. If he decided to do something, then, alhamdulillah. But if not, how can people be mad at him because he didn't have anything to do with the streets? He's over here living as a law-abiding citizen, no matter, like I said, no matter how long he knew them. So if he ultimately decides to say yes or no, either way, I don't think that it's nothing wrong. What you think about that, Young?
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, I'm saying, if I'm out here, man, I got my man, and we out here, we committing all types of crimes, everything under the sun. Something happened, my man go to jail. I'm not gonna call one of my other friends that, because I'm quite sure there's a lot of dudes that's out here breaking law. They got friends they breaking law with, and they got friends that don't even get into what they get. They law-abiding citizens, work every day and all that. I'm not calling my law-abiding citizen friend. You know what I'm saying? Now I can see, but then again, it's like a jagged edge, because I might got some money. I just got to be real, bro, because I hate that fuck shit, bro. Like, I just got to be real. I might got, we might went down. I didn't get caught up and go to jail. Okay, I got like a dime. The lawyer want 12. Is it wrong that I call you? You is my friend.
No, not the person who's being arrested, but the friends.
Yeah. I'm talking about, I'm home.
Oh, you
I might
home.
got a dime.
You home now?
Yeah, I'm home, and there's a person that took place and got arrested. I might got a dime. I might got a dime of my money, whatever I'm getting illegally. I say, damn, I need $2,000 more to get such and such out. Whatever. Damn, let me call my man. But I know my man, he wasn't with this, and he working all. Let me see if he got it. I might tell my pay. Am I wrong for doing that? Like, for real. Like, let's really be honest. Like, let's get to the core. Or am I a fuck nigga?
Well,
now I can see if I'm calling you and I ain't got nothing. I'm like, yo.
The circumstances is, if you got it, if you got it, you should never call this person.
Did you hear what I said?
No. I'm giving. Listen what I'm saying. If you got it, you should never. You should never involve this person.
I agree with that.
But if you don't got it, that's a different story.
All right.
But if it's a bunch, if it's a bunch of y'all and y'all
can't come up with that and all that.
Like this is that's
y'all need to go get some jobs.
That's weak.
Y'all need to go get some jobs.
I agree, that's weak. You can't involve somebody who ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Yeah.
In it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't making a corner.
Yeah, if I'm calling you and we ain't got absolutely nothing, and I'm talking about bill $12,000, you think you could go ahead and loan? Nah, I ain't going. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now if I got some of it and I ain't got all of it, and I call you, and you ain't got to do it then either. But I don't think I'm weak for that.
When we in the streets breaking law, we ain't never called nobody who had a job for anything. We had homies that wasn't calling nobody to help out with nothing. Where did this come? Where did these rules? Mind you, I don't live life, but where did these rules change? Where did the bail money and the lawyer money become an obligation of somebody's parents or somebody's or another law? That never was the case. If my man get booked or my man, we rocking and rolling together, he ain't got to call his mom, his dad, nobody for no lawyer money or no bail money. That's how it used to be. Not condoning it, but that's the way it was. Now all of a sudden it's like, people are just now involving everybody and stuff.
That ain't got nothing to do with something.
Got nothing to do with, if y'all doing it over there, that's what y'all doing over there. It's somebody doing something over here, doing something over here. Now, this is the way that I feel. Now a person has a right to say yes or no. Now the person say no, is he enough for saying no?
No. Not at all. Nowhere near.
Yeah.
I mean, not at all. No, he's not another. No, and I agree with that 100% because he got the right to do what he want with his money.
So what my guy was saying, like, no, he was saying, like, no, any them niggas, them guys is weak because they shouldn't involve somebody who got nothing to do with nothing. That's what he was saying. Not the person who got arrested, because, people, things happen, but the person who got arrested has to really now evaluate what he wants to do with his life, because that situation can happen again, and then the person or the people who helped you, this law-abiding citizens, may say no. You know what I'm saying? They may say, he may say nah, and now you sitting there, and now there's more pressure on you. So what? Like you said earlier, people might want to tell more. Now you ain't got no help with no lawyer. You can't get a bail. The guys you're rolling with, they can't do nothing for you. So now people might be inclined to want to snitch.
The people be more so inclined when they know dudes got it and ain't doing it for them. Not because, damn, I know my homies out there and I know they pop. No, I ain't gonna want to tell because of that. I'm not going to want to tell either way, but the dudes that do tell, it comes from they mans them out there partying, popping bottles, spending all the, and they like, damn, that nigga can't help me out. We was in this together. Then they want to tell. But if I know, you know the situation to your friends. If we running together every day, you know who and who not. And you in there, you like, them was 5 of us, and I know them niggas ain't got no money. I'm not gonna want to tell.
Listen, it's so crazy for me. My mentality was like this: if somebody went to jail that I know that I was affiliated with, even if it was all I had in the house, all I knew was to get whatever I had to pay his bill to get him out. And we gonna figure everything out later. Before I call anybody for anything, I'm gonna take whatever I got to get him out of jail. That always been how it was when we was young. You know that. Whatever we got, what's we gonna do to get the person out? We not gonna never let somebody sit in jail or call somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So now things have changed, whereas though people, the crime, not only the crime is bad, the friendships are bad or relationships are bad because people not holding themselves accountable. Really. So it's just it's not worth it, man. It just all these factors that come in is we always say all it takes for you to get caught one time. You got to avoid the cops
every time.
365 days out of a year, they got to catch you one time.
That's it. That's it. That's all it takes. They can come every day of the week and don't trip about not coming up none of them days. You got to worry about that. You can't slip up. You ain't got error for one mistake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So people come into play. I mean, these factors come into play every day. This stuff is waiting for you when you walk out the door. This thing is coming to play every day.
If you breaking law,
yeah. When you soon you step outside that house, even while you in the house, the rules is all night. These rules is in play. The robbers, the law. You might wake up with the law sitting up top. You're kicking your door in or something like that. You never know what may happen.
The scandalous women, the setups, all that.
That stuff,
everything is in play.
It's all that is stacked against you in the game. So why wouldn't you want to do something different? Like I never see nobody chances of getting robbed while you got a job, or somebody, or a scandalous woman coming after you or whatever, or you need a lawyer or bail money while you have a job is very, very slim. You know what I'm saying? So now as we move forward, like with the prison system, right, Young? You got people that's in prison. People are going in. And if you listen to the phone call from bro, he said people coming in here with double life, all these sentences. Hey, Toffee, you paying attention? What's going on with the yeah, you paying attention? Huh? All right, I just want to make sure because my is showing something different. I just want to make sure. But all these factors coming in, and people are now coming in with double lives, 40 to 80s. These young bulls, they're getting in. Like this. I think I asked this question before. At what point do they realize, like these young? When do you think these young 20-year-old kids? What do you think they're gonna realize?
After they get about a dime, man. When that 5-year mark hit, that 10-year mark hit, especially if you got a large sentence or life. Once you in your early 20s, 19, 20 years, you're gonna have to go through a bunch of BS in the system to really start to wake up like, yo, I'm really here. When I got my dime in, I was sitting to 420 months. That's 35 years. So when I got my dime in, it was like, dang, I got another quarter to go.
You ain't even like get halfway through.
You ain't even that's not even a bite out the apple. That's like wow. that's like wow, like it's a nip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
nip.
like that's a nip. And it's like that. And that's a dime. A dime is a stretch. That's a decade. That ain't no pump time. And you sitting there like, you see what Bean said? I got a dime in with forever to go. Come on, man. That joint be crazy, man. Do you start realizing, for me anyway, it was about 10, 11, 12 years, man. That's when I was like, yeah, it got to be another way.
A person who got life, they don't even count the years no more. They never get.
No, they count the months and none of that. It's just, it's no,
Another
the calendar is not his friend. If that makes any sense. The calendar is not his friend. He has no end date. His end date is expiration, which is death. That's just it.
You ever seen somebody well, I'm pretty sure you did. Somebody die in there, right?
Yeah.
In they cell. What do they do? What they do? They keep the inmates locked in until they take them out their cell?
Oh, yeah. They do that. Yeah, they do that. Keep us locked in. You'll see them putting them on a gurney, walking them off the unit with a bunch of like medical staff and all that. Then they open it back up.
And they be like, yeah, such and such died.
Yeah, the guards will be telling you that. Like, yeah, man, such and such died. Like, yeah? Dang.
And these is not always old men.
No, hell no. Dudes going out off the K2 dying. Yeah, that's a real bad problem in the federal system, that K2. They spraying that damn with roach spray, gasoline, or whatever you could concoct that can stick to some paper. They smoking that going right out. And you know he was brain dead on arrival. What? Never see that dude again.
Hit the head on the side of the
No,
toilet.
brain dead from the fumes of smoking the K2.
It fry your brain like that?
Yes.
Yo, remember that commercial back in the day? We had this is your brain on drugs. They had like the little pan. They threw the eggs on the pan.
Yeah, exactly. And this is your brain. That's your brain on K2.
No, K2 is not a block though. K2 is not a block.
What you mean it's not a block?
Like D2, 1, and K2.
No. K2. They know what that is. What they call the Tukey, the Tunchi.
The deuce.
That's what they call it. The deuce. The doo wop.
I remember FS said he hit the deuce. The boy crazy, man. But yeah, so these drugs or these new, it's always a new drug coming out, right?
Always.
Like K2 was nowhere around
when I first went to jail, there wasn't no K2 in jails. See, K2 is a drug it's specifically made for the undetection of peeing or dirty. That's why dudes smoking, because if it wasn't no urine test, niggas would never smoke it. Because you could go ahead and smoke some regular marijuana and have a THC in your system. Dudes smoke that because that's a form of getting high without getting detected, if that make any sense. You know what I'm saying? So they'd rather use that drug. You know, and it's basically like a jail drug. I'm not saying people don't smoke it on the street, but the dudes that smoke it on the street became highly addicted to it while they was in jail. And they came home still deciding to smoke it. Or they might be on probation and got a piss for them people every time they go down there. So they like, why go through all that when I can go ahead and smoke me? Let's get high right here. You know what I'm saying? Without getting dirty on. So that's what K2 came about for.
And the effects of it is like
devastating.
You die
mind
from
body.
smoking.
Yes, you can.
I ain't seen nobody die from smoking crack. That's the heart.
Plenty of people, plenty of people have died in the federal system behind this K2. That's why it's going. That's why they're on it at an alarming rate. That's why they're taking your mail when you get it, Xerox copy, and send you a Xerox copy of your fucking letter. You won't get the regular letter because people is soaking the shit in whatever fluid they're using, drying it out, and sending it up in the mail. Police hip to it. The gig is up.
I wonder what came up with the K2.
That's the question. We'll be here to the end of this year on this microphone trying to find. I don't even want to know. I could care less.
So hold on. When a person, I don't know if I asked you this before, but a person who smoked the K2, the deuce, what'd you call it? Tunchi, whatever that stuff. Is this like a regular notebook paper?
Yes.
And they
it could be any paper.
And chopping it up?
Yes, it could be any paper. Some people do it with cards, greeting cards, because the cards is thicker than regular paper. So the thicker the card is, the more of the fluid that can get inside.
Absorb it.
Absorb it.
So you can spray it down real
good. So now the pieces that you're selling could be even smaller pieces because it's so saturated with whatever ingredient it is that get you high. So what a dude is, he'll get the card and then he'll take a ruler and section it all off and draw lines all through it, like straight, neat lines. And then like lines all through it, so now it'd be like it's like a big checkerboard with small squares. So they'd take a scissors and be cutting each square out slowly but surely, a whole paper. So now you selling one square paper $15, $20 off a whole card or paper. One square is $15 to $20. This one square, due to take it, he'll either take some dried up banana peels, crunch that up, use that as like a tobacco form. Dudes smoking dried up orange pills and dried up banana pills in there and all that type of stuff. If they ain't got no tobacco, they're smoking tea bag. You know how a tea bag come and they got the little herbal. They'll open that up and sprinkle that on some paper and put the K2 on top of that. They prefer the tea bag anyway. Dudes walking around smoking the shit out that tea bag in jail. Niggas is buying boxes of Lipton just to smoke the herb inside the tea bag.
The Lipton, the tea. Okay.
Yeah, the tea bag has got that stuff in it to make the tea. They're smoking that. Yeah, I mean, it looked like tobacco.
It's tea leaves, yeah.
Yes. So then, they'll take the little chip that they bought with from the K2 and cut that up even smaller, like a bunch of little pieces. And then you got like mashing their finger. Because if you mash your finger on like particles of paper, it sticks to your finger and just be knocking it off your finger, slowly going down the little J that you done rolled up or the tea bag you rolled. That joint just had you high out your damn mind. You don't even get through the whole joint. You'll hit that joint like twice and be like this. Just stuck. Just like this. Stuck for hours. Yeah, that's a bad drug right there, man.
Wow. That's crazy because at the end of the day, some people hitting that deuce and waking up inside of the grave. Yo, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So now, out here and coming out of the prison system, or like I said, the halfway house or whatever, people going to these halfway houses, they already addicted to the K2. They already they're looking for it. So they're already behind the 8-ball even when they come home because you was addicted to it in the prison system. Then you come home to the halfway house, you still addicted to it, and then you get out on the bricks, and now you still an addict. You still.
Mm-hmm.
So ultimately, what happens is you are going back to prison, or you out here strung out on something, on that stuff. So you can't even you're not even rehabilitated.
No, not at all.
And
nowhere near.
And out of 10 people, how many people you see that's happening to?
What happened to? They come home.
They come home addicts. And then they go
They come home and might not be shit. They smoking the K2 in the halfway house. Bro.
I know. I saw the videos you told me.
Yeah, them dudes is in there falling out. They so discombobulated that they can't even get themselves together to go get their birth certificate, social security card, license, welfare card. Like they don't even get these dudes 4 hours out because they in there just sleep in the bathroom stalls and in the shower floor and knocked out off the K2. They can't even get right in the halfway house.
Wow.
You damn near home.
Let me ask you a question though. Another thing, how many guys you seen, right, who was in prison? They came home and violated. I know you said I know you did.
I did.
All right, but listen, how many of them guys when they violated, they had people there to support them, like to help them? Like, all right, he went back into prison.
I seen dudes violate 2, 3, 4. I seen 6, 7 repeat offenders, man. Like I'm talking about one person.
How often does somebody still rock with them and help them out?
Each time you go back to jail, the support get less and less. The only one at the end of the day, if you've been in there 4 or 5 times, and that be waning in on this person too, but it be your mother, man. You a liability. You a liability. You are not a you're not a
reliable person.
Yeah. No, you're not none of that. You're a liability. You're detrimental to your own self and the people around you, and people will step away from that.
Because kids, kids and your mother, kids will probably leave before your mother leaves as they get older. But kids will always be like, that's my dad, or my mom. They went to jail. Wish my mom was home. Wish my mom was home. But then when they get teenagers, start to live their life, they look at you like, oh, you keep going to jail, that boy.
It's over with.
Yeah, there's no. But your mom will still be there and still want to open the door for you and
there's always mom at the end of the day.
But kids, that's only temporary. So if you go into prison, you got children out here, man. You gotta expect that at some point, your child is gonna may say something to you that you don't like, or may not even answer the phone for you, or not believe in who you say you are, man. So we gotta take that into consideration, because relationships are damaged behind prison, and ultimately it's your decision on what you're doing. You ever heard people say had a guest who was like, yeah, the white man or the Caucasian man is the reason why, to some extent, you can say, all right, but we still got choice.
Yeah, I don't give it to the white man at all.
Sometimes you can say all right, certain things you might.
No, I don't give no certain thing. No, that white man ain't tell you pick up that gun. All he did was make the laws and made them harsh. You knew it before you did it.
Yeah,
I gives him no type of accountability, no credibility to inflicting punishment on blacks.
No, what I'm saying is when I say what I mean is for example, you may have a cop who's abusing his authority.
Oh, well,
on
with
the
that,
people.
yeah. Well, you said
A lot of times they may even though you have a choice, they do license people to sell, the liquor and the things in the African American communities, in the urban communities, more so opposed to what they would do in these other communities. It's just a known fact. Everybody knows this. We gotta pay attention, but to ultimately place the blame on somebody this is our guest said the white man was responsible for everything that was wrong with our communities. Our people. No, we have choice. We have choice. We have a decision to make. I made some bad choices. I'm the first one to say I made a lot of bad choices. I did a lot of wrong things, but now I sit here today in front of everybody saying I understand that it ain't worth it. It's not. It's too much to come along with it. It's too much to come along with doing the wrong thing. So
a lot of people only see that it ain't worth it until they in the situation.
Yeah.
Until they locked up, man. It's easy to sit
But then you might come home damn, hold on, I'm home, I'm free now, and all the harshness you might have faced.
Yeah, you forget it. If you
days.
forget, then you'll go back to the BS. As long as you keep it prevalent and relevant in your mind, I don't forget. I don't forget none of them days I did, bro. And it's sad because it's going to stick with me forever. I wake up every day and be like, man, I'm home. I could go take a shower right now without waiting on nobody. There's not a day to go past, I'll be like, whew. I don't wake up and be like, just going about my regular day like I'm free. Like, it'd be like a gift.
Mm-hmm.
I'm free. I'm so messed up that every day I open my eyes, or when I make it home in the house, I done made it home. Wake up in the morning, man, I done did 24 hours out here in the street. That's how it is jail, man. That jail will leave a permanent stain on your brain. Well, it did mine's anyway.
Yeah. I want to say something. Make sure y'all go out and check out Miss Harris' interview if y'all didn't watch it yet. I'm pretty sure a lot of people here watched it, but don't forget to share it. This week, right? We're gonna try something different, man. I'm gonna let y'all know we got a special guest this week. We'll let y'all know on Monday or Tuesday, but we got a special guest. We're gonna try something a little different for y'all. Whereas though, about how the video is actually released. So y'all see that. We'll kind of break it down. We just want to try something different to see how it works out. But we know we'd like to involve y'all. We're still trying to pick a time. We just got a lot of business going on, whereas though, it kind of keeps us away from the office a little bit. Whereas though we got to move around, but we're trying to get it, real soon we'll have a straight time on when we'll go live every day. Don't forget the video is going to be our actual main video every Thursday at 6 p.m. will continue to be, something that you guys will be able to see. But we're going to pick a time really, really soon when we'll be here. And whereas though it's not sporadic, but we like to get to you guys every day and talk to y'all about what's going on with us and what's going on, out in the world and the prison systems. Now, the other thing, that was mentioned about Alt when he was on the phone. He mentioned that the young boys is infatuated with guns.
Mm-hmm.
These guns, these switches, these buttons, all these different, this different kind of it seems like they're more infatuated with guns than they are than ones. They rather choose some guns over ones.
We talk about that every time we come up here. This is what everybody knows. This is a clear fact that this is what the young boy. The times nowadays is about wreck, catching wreck, and I don't even know what the remedy is for that. I ain't gonna sit up here and begin to try to even explain a course that we can take to try to fix it, because I ain't never seen no stuff like that. We was out there because we wanted some money. Not saying it's right and go out there if you want some money. Go no, because you could go get a job. We took the easy route. But other than that, these dudes is just waking up and just, my op, and trying to kill you or killing you. I can't even speak on that. I just know the youth is lost. I have nothing to say to that.
Now, those switches, right, and those buttons.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
the switch is a button.
Well, you know what I mean. I'm just however they want to say it. They have the extended clips on these joints as well. Probably 30 shots or more, right? Sometimes with these clips, and they emptying these clips out in what? In one pull of the trigger.
Yeah, it got a switch on it. That's what it's made. Is making your
gun
firearm a fully automatic weapon
by just holding the trigger.
That's it. That's fully automatic. And that shit is rolling. You can probably get 30 bullets off in damn near 4 seconds, if that.
And it's 4 people hopping out of the car with them joints.
Yeah. Overkilling you. For what? I don't know. What's the remedy? I don't know.
And
I just know it's there.
And stand over top. You know, we went to a funeral. I went to a funeral a couple months ago, I believe. And a young guy, he was about probably in his 20s. You know, our ceremonies is like washing the body. You can't talk about what goes on in washing the body, but it was so bad that that they couldn't even show him. Like, I know normally they do like a visual.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't even do it, like the visual to see the people see his face, because they stood over top of him with a button and a switch, and it just, you couldn't even. The face was gone.
Face off.
You know what I'm saying? So these things is what happening. Like, they knocking your face off. Meaning, like, these things is, they stand up top of these people and they shooting them until they don't have an actual face anymore. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy, man. And it's like, the mother and the family member has to endure this. Now this is for the victims, because we always talk about the prisons, people who are going to prison. But for some of y'all young guys out here, I don't know, but some people are going to be a victim of violence.
The family.
No, the person who might be watching this, you may not understand it. You it's a possibility you could be a victim of. You might not go to jail.
Yeah, you might die.
You may get somebody standing on top of you and shooting you with a switch in your face.
Yeah.
This stuff is real. It's not like for play. This stuff is real, man. This somebody got to come and wash your body while you sitting in the freezer, and they got to wash you. And you all shot up, and they didn't knock your face off. They got to tie your limbs on, or stitch. Some people's arms is knocked off, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they gotta put tie your arm on a string and tie it to your body so that go with you. That's his arm right there. You just try to find some way to put it on your body. This stuff is real. Leg knocked off. They gotta put your leg back on. They gotta tie your leg on somehow, tie it to your body, or tie your leg to your other leg. So you got one leg that's half and the other leg is tied to it. And people gotta come in there and watch that and see that. So we gotta really be really, really mindful, out here, because you can be a victim in that way, in that manner, and that's a horrible way to die. So let's continue to be push positivity, because there are some people that go out and work and have jobs, and it's not, you're not corny because you got a job. You're not weak because you have a job, have a 9 to 5. So that's just the the reality of it, man. Now, Young, my question for you is this, man. Do you ever think that people or the youth are going to ever get it, whereas those it be more of a percentage of people that's trying to do the right thing opposed to doing the wrong thing?
Absolutely not. And it's sad for me to say that, but that's my truth. It don't mean it's a fact. That's my truth. But the way I see things is, it's only getting worse. It ain't like look at it. Look from the times we grew up to now. Did it get better?
Got worse.
So now, When we got our little 5-year-old sons, 4-year, when they get our age, when they get 30, 35, you think it's gonna be better for them?
All knows best, but
The
man,
way
you know
it's
what I'm saying?
rolling,
Like,
I'm only gonna go off of proof.
like it's like it can't get no worse than this. I mean, it can get worse than this.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You just think about it.
Yes.
It get worse than this.
Yes. It can definitely get worse than this.
Yo, that's crazy, man. And these prisons is packed with the young boys. It's like it's just like they coming in from all over to actually, and that's we just witnessing or hearing about what's going on in Pennsylvania, but this is going on all over the United States.
Chicago, New York, down south, Baton Rouge, all them cities, Houston, New Orleans, like that. This shit's bad out here, man.
There's no ceiling to this, man. You know, I had a person that mentioned that there might be a ceiling to you know, speaking about, but this is no ceiling. No.
But do you believe now?
No.
Do you think it's a ceiling?
No.
Absolutely never.
There's too many stories. There's too many victims. There's too much going on out here in the world that you know that's happening, and just in I would say in our galaxy, like Jada could say, man. He said the galaxy. In this galaxy, in the United States of America, in our galaxy, there's too much going on, man. It's too much, you know. And you just seeing it, like you said, getting worse.
That's it.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, man. We'll take some questions from y'all, man. Y'all got some questions, man. We're willing to answer some questions.
It's Friday, man. Again, make sure that you know y'all going to y'all weekend good, man. Don't make the right choice because you won't have a choice. You won't always have a choice. Make the right one. It's about making the right one. It's Friday. Everybody getting off for the weekend, man. You know, feeling a little good. Eagles play Sunday, man. Saturday might be weddings or events. Friday night, you know, you want to let down a little bit. You want to relax a little bit. Older people, young people. But be mindful that you are not on this planet by yourself. You're sharing it with others. And carry it accordingly. Well, we can get back up on here Monday morning, man. But get them questions together, man.
Yeah,
and enjoy your weekend.
Somebody mentioned Mano Any Jan 6052. He said, "We think about Proswell. You know, Proswell was the Fugees. I met Proswell a long time ago. I met Proswell. What was this? 2000 and maybe 3 or 4. I met Proswell. Now I don't know the circumstances of his case or what happened, but it's always unfortunate somebody get 14 years in prison, man. And Proswell kind of old now too. Proswell probably like our age, a little old, probably older than us. Proswell probably 50, and close to 50. They old. Lauryn Hill and all them, Wyclef and all them people back in the day, they probably, he got 14 years and he probably 50 years old. So, you know, that 14 years is gonna be a doozy. That 14 years is gonna hurt.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt. How old is he?
I don't know. I gotta check. Fact check. Let's find out. Tawfiq, find out how old Proswell is, man. For me.
Do he look old?
Proswell from the Fugees.
Oh, he older from the Fugees. Yeah, he older.
Yeah, he older. They about 50.
Yeah, he older. Yeah.
He got
a dime or better is life. For a 50-year-old man, if you get 10 years, that's life in prison.
He 53.
He got life.
Yeah, his whip is parked. That whatever that is, he that Lincoln.
He's on the back of the
caddy.
shelf in the back of the market, man.
Yeah.
He's in storage, man.
Stick a fork in Proswell.
Yeah.
Now his life may not be over, but Proswell might got a little bit of some financial things going on.
Well, but shit,
But he's 53 though. Yeah, so it might be, you know.
So he got 14 years at 52. That's life. His life is absolutely over. That's the last little stretch you get when you get to 50. This the final run right here. When you walk upon 50 years old, you on the last leg of your life, man. Would you agree, Feet?
Yeah, he lucky. Well, somebody said, I mean, yeah, it's over. At 50, man, it's time to start, you know, falling back, man. You know, it's a time that, you know, if you got a job, you preparing to retire a couple years.
Yeah.
You starting to work.
You on it down. You coming down the slope now.
Your life is already basically, your regimen of life is basically already in place.
You ran your course of life, man.
Yeah, it's time to just kick back, man, and fall back.
At 50, you are who you're going to be, and that's it.
Yeah. What did he go to jail for? He did illegal Obama donations or something like that. Okay.
And got 14 years. That's white collar crime. Damn,
Probably
they
was federal.
blasted him. It's still white collar crime.
Yeah, what I'm saying, like it must have been a lot of money.
Man, it's still a white collar crime. These people out here taking millions. And
120. Oh yeah.
yeah, but that still don't.
He got 120 million for 14 years.
Man, the other year, that's a lot, bro. That's a white collar crime, bro. 14 years, bro. These dudes is embezzling the government out of hundreds of millions, and they over there in the feds getting 5 years, 4 years, because it's a white collar crime.
Yeah, but that's
It's a scam.
That's a lot of tick, bro.
Well, I know it is. For that anyway, that's a white collar crime. He's scamming. He had a gun to you and
All right,
took your $100 million.
Ask you a question, because sometimes people might think that it's worth it. Is it worth doing 14 years for 120 million?
Nah, not right now.
At 53?
Nah. Now, if he still got the if
120 million?
if he still got that and he can take care of, because 120 million, that's generational wealth.
Yeah.
Done the right way.
Yeah, but
You wouldn't agree with me? 120 million?
120 million at 50, it's over. You can't. I mean, when I say over, I mean it's over in a good way. I mean, like 100 million, you ain't gotta do nothing. You ain't gotta do nothing. Like 20 million.
1 million.
Yeah.
I keep saying I can't breathe. Yeah, I'll keep talking about it. Yeah.
Well, 1 million. Yeah. What you spend $1 and $1 million?
It's cool though.
Yeah, he must have played out. Yo, young, you $1 million. Once you spend $1 and $1 million no more, bro.
It's cool. It's right there at it. I'm still in the threshold. I'm still in that orbit.
You good with that?
You goddamn right.
Good old
$1
million.
million. That's what he said back in the day. Man, you talk to me. Boy, take 700, throw that up, and 300, we gonna work this joint. I'm gonna work this 3 like this the last bit of money I got. By the time I'm gonna have to go back to that, it's gonna take me a while to for 300, I can figure some things out.
Yeah.
That 700 over there, that's there. I might be 70, 80 by the time I start nipping on that. What? Boy, I'm back like, man, look. Man.
Oh, man. So $1 billion, you good. It's
Super. You can keep the rest. It could be 50. Take it. I'm goody. What? Boy, this joint is crunchy, boy. I keep trying to tell y'all.
Oh, man. But yeah, man, at that 50 mark, it's time. That's the half a century mark. It's time to start chilling, because you probably ain't got that many years left. You might die in like 10, 15. So he could probably die.
5.
He could probably die in prison, man.
Yeah. That's why I said that 14 years is a life to him. He 53 years old. Come on, man.
Yeah, Prizewell in some trouble, man. Once again, y'all, don't forget to contact TNS Licensing and Consulting, man. If you want to start your home care agency and start your ID business, or you want to open up the school for or you want a boarding house, contact TNS Licensing and Consulting 267-534-5053 267-534-5053. Like I said, these are $1 billion industries. You can make a lot of money, but you start today only for $999. You start today. So reach out to them. Now, he said, he said, my guy Kev, 18th Street, said the first time these young boys get on the plane, be in the feds when they're being transferred. Them Fed plane, we talked about that too. When they put that little thin suit on, you said,
Rip right off your ass.
We
We got special guests in them coming up here too, man. Trap Street Kev and all them, all you guys from North Philly, y'all know who that is. They'll be up here this week coming. No. We gotta get off. He's on house arrest right now. Not house arrest, excuse me. Halfway house.
Yeah.
Just came back home.
Got some real good episodes coming up too, y'all. Some real good people, some real good, interviews. We still got some, and we got some big time interviews coming too. But we got some, some good interviews. Some guys from New York, some LA guys. The platform is growing, so we look forward to continuing, building this platform, getting these stories out here. It said they denied Lil Durk's motion to dismiss the case. So what's next, Black?
Shit, he gonna get ready for trial. That's what's next. That's the only thing next. Get ready for trial.
John Michael, what's up? So
we not dismissing nothing because we feel as though we got the proper amount of evidence to convict. That's what that means, and that means get ready to go to trial.
And we talked about this before, man. Lil Durk, man, we hate to say this, but the chances of him beating this Fed case with all those charges, something is going to stick. And for those who don't know, the Feds is a little different than the state.
A lot different.
Well, a lot different than the state, meaning that, you know, the Feds have a 99.9% conviction rate for a reason. When Lil Durk's trial starts, we're going to see all types of witnesses, all types of testimony from different people, all types of people that's been involved, you know, all bodyguards. You're going to see people that it's going to be a crazy situation coming about where they're going to, you know, bring so many things to the table. Like, you know, if Lil Durk, say he had a side girlfriend on the side or something, and the Fed knew that they can arrest her for something, they would arrest her and make her testify and make him look like a criminal or whatever you have. If you're doing something illegal with anybody around you who's doing something illegal or involved in any way, the Feds will press them to try to get them to testify against you to make their case stronger. And I'm assuming when you, somebody like him, you know, have all the stardom, he's been around so many people, so many different situations, so many people work for him. I can't imagine his payroll, but all of these people are now in play. You see what happened with Puff. The bodyguards, you know, this person, that person, this woman, this man, you know, everybody came into play. So ultimately, we're going to see a lot with this, you know, Lil Durk case, man. But, you know, we praying for him, man. And so, inshallah, man, things work out for him. It's just hard to see him getting away with, you know, scot free, like just walking out of there with no charges, or I'm sorry, no time,
without no guilties. Guilty. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to see. For me, anyway, it's hard for me to see him beating everything and just coming right out of jail. I hope he do, but knowing how the Feds play, yeah.
You think it's better for Durk to take a deal with them charges he got?
I can't say that because
he got like murder for hire. He got like a lot of stuff on his joint. Let me see. Hey, Toffee, look up Lil Durk's charges if you can, while we talk. But if you look at all the charges he got, they throw so many charges at him. Like you said, they make him stick.
Yeah.
So now ultimately,
and then the ones that can't stick, is so many of them that something's going to stick. That's going to have you in there.
So is it better to take a plea with all? So you plea out to everything, right?
Right.
And they say, well, we only going to give you this amount of time here. But it's better to fight knowing that I'm not going to be guilty for all these things.
See, when you plea, you lose all your rights to come back and appeal. When you plea out, you can never appeal that. Whatever that sentence is, you cook.
So now you plea out, and now you're at the mercy of the court.
Yeah, you at the mercy of the court, but still, you can't come back and give nothing back. Nothing. You know how dudes go to trial, get 20, 30 years, come back, get 10 back, come back, get 5. No. When you plea out and get that you're going to do that whole sentence.
You found charges, Tawfiq?
Yeah, you're going to do that whole sentence. Then we're going to trial. You got all your legal texts intact. You can appeal. You can keep appealing all your remedies. And that's not to say that you're going to get some rhythm, but 9 times out of 10 you will, because over the years laws change. Laws change. When things change after you took a deal, you hit underneath of what you took a deal for. You copped out and said, "Yeah, I did that."
You found it? One count of conspiracy.
That'd be the main
conspiracy.
thing.
Okay. Conspiracy to do what? Murder for hire. Okay. One count of using and carrying a firearm.
So what's that? 922G?
You probably can't see that there. Go ahead. A murder for hire, conspiracy, possession of a firearm. That's it? Possession and discharging the firearm. So that's another charge.
Yeah.
All right, possession of a disarming a fire. So all of them have different time guidelines.
Yeah.
So you got the possession. So this is how they do you, right? This is what we talking about. Murder for hire. That's one charge. possession of a firearm is another charge.
Mm-hmm.
Discharging the firearm
It's
is
another charge.
charge.
Mm-hmm. You
So-
could get sentenced for all three of them
So you got all three of
if
these
you was
charges.
to lose them.
Yeah, and he's probably he probably considered, he had a crime. He did jail time before. So they probably looking at him as a criminal.
Yeah, they look at that. He's a convicted felon.
Okay,
That give you enhancements,
what's the enhancement normally to convicted felon?
3 to 5 years.
I see. So
on
look-
top of everything else that they're giving you.
So
That's just an enhancement.
the firearm can be a nick, 5 years.
Yeah.
A murder for hire charge can be what, 20 something?
Shit, life.
Yeah, well, life. What's
Yeah.
All right, life for that. Firearms 5. Murder for hire
Yeah.
resulting in death. So that's a life sentence.
Yeah, that trump. You get that. That trumps everything else. You ain't got to
Yeah,
worry about nothing.
after they say guilty right there,
yeah,
you ain't even worry about nothing else.
because there's nothing that can affect that. Nothing.
Because they're gonna say everything runs concurrent or bow-legged.
Yeah, but I don't care what. I got life. You can run it how you run it. Up, down, left, right, pink, black. Yeah,
Put the code in, huh?
yeah, that's it.
Damn. So man, you know, I hope to see our bro get out of there, man. It's just crazy, man. And for the feds to have that type of case against him, you gotta believe it's gonna be some witnesses coming out there saying some stuff, man. Rap lyrics. This what this mean. People break down his lyrics. Sorry to hear that, bro. Anything else you want to say, man?
Man, it's the weekend. Stay free, man. Make the right choices, man. I want to thank everybody that tunes into our audience, man, and supports us, man. Remember, become a member. You know, help us support what we can support and help keeping everything going. And, you know, the merch will be here soon.
Yes.
At an alarming rate.
And listen, remember, y'all, if you get locked up today, you ain't getting out till Monday.
Yeah.
So listen, don't get locked up today, because you're going to be, you know, don't go out here acting crazy, because you get locked up today, your family going to see you until Monday if you get a bail. That judge is going to be taking his time. You're going to be back in that cell talking about some turnkey, all this different stuff back there making, you know, cheese sandwich pillows. So stay free. Don't go out here acting crazy. Remember, I'm just telling you, reminding you that it's Friday, and people sometimes like to act crazy on Fridays. Remember, if you get booked right now, first of all, where it's going to start, you're not getting out till Monday. So your whole weekend is going to be inside there. You're going to miss, you know, some good. You got some good boxing matches this weekend. You got the Eagles playing Sunday. And most importantly, your freedom is going to be, you know, taken from you for that couple days, and then you might have to go to trial, whatever the case may be. But just be safe out here. You know, just try to, you know, live your life the right way, because you don't want to get booked, and don't get locked up on a Friday, man. Like, don't do it, please, because you're not getting out. Monday, I see you Monday. You know, Monday Monday like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Shit, man, Monday, 11:30 at night.
Oh, yeah,
Mix up
yeah,
on-
yeah,
they drag it
11:30.
out.
Yeah, 11:30. You might not get out to like 11. You know,
Yeah.
come
You
home.
might, and then it's so overadjusted. It's so over. Monday is you might see him Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, they ain't playing around with you now. Stay free.
Yeah, stay free. Y'all stay safe out here. And like you said, man, don't forget to become a member. Please, everyone, we need your support, man. We thank everybody who's been tuning in. Also, you know, another thing is, and I appreciate everybody who's been reaching out to, you know, certain people to get on the show and the podcast, because people have been telling us that you guys have been reaching out, trying to get them on the Tales from the Jail. So we thank everybody who's been speaking to these, you know, celebrities, and because they've been reaching out, you know, saying that y'all been, you know, contacting them, however, DMing them, and so forth and so on. Excuse me. I appreciate everybody who's been doing that, man. We really do. And like I said, become a member, and don't forget, check out Miss Harris interview. It's a real good interview. It's out right now on our YouTube channel. And don't forget to follow us on all platforms. And the episodes are being updated as we speak on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Don't forget to comment on Apple Podcasts, you know, Spotify. We need y'all comments and y'all interaction in there as well for those who listen to us on, you know, on those platforms. So I just want to say thank y'all, man, so much. And we about to get up out of here. Anything else you want to say?
Enjoy your weekend.